5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Doran's blades and potions all around. Helior is going to face check though, and he
started
actually
with
gets the
E.
first auto. Hail of
Yes.
Arrows comes in.
This is what I'm
Nice
talking
trade.
about. This is the Oriana. This is the Faker special. For the longest time, Oriana's used to start Q, and then Faker really showcased that champion way back in Season 3. He started E, and he just ran at people and just like, come at me now.
You cannot kill me. This is going to be good. Helior, though, yeah, talk about front-loading your more powerful players. Helior is definitely one of those picks. And I'm really curious to see how he kind of builds this Ori, if he goes for the same kind of thing where he just maxes the E.
He's got the Doran's Blade, and he's against the E from Dara. So Dara's looking to thin out this creep wave and try to get it pushing in his favor. I feel like Helior should be just be more aggressive here.
Yep.
Ooh, what, Matt?
Is that Crisp of the Undying?
I missed it. I looked away for a second.
We've seen a couple of those on the
wish I
Murder
could see the
Bridge.
Master Ace.
Yeah, be nice. Helior does take a little bit of punishment, but they just keep farming it out, and you can see both teams in the back is very tense. Remember, the winner of this best of 5 moves on to the finals later today and gets a chance at the All-Star event next week.
So I did get confirmation that it is Death, Fire, Touch, and Grasp of the Undying for their masteries here. So watch how those will interact.
But who's got what?
Death, Fire, Touch, Grasp of the Undying.
Ah, there we go.
I pointed, but...
Yes, you did. Off screen. We'll keep that one hidden from you. No, the Varus. It's funny because in Standard, Varus will more often go, of course, that Death, Fire, Touch, and yeah, you're not going to take Grasp on Summoners, but 1v1 is a very different beast.
I'm watching how he's contesting for this creep. So we're pretty much straight even right now. Dara did miss one of them, so he's actually CS behind. Are they actually just going to gentleman's agreement?
I'm surprised.
Not hit each other at all?
I am actually really surprised that they have done that so far, other than the level 1 pre-minion.
Helior's not even using his Q to zone off.
There we go.
He's literally just playing Oriana as a straight AD carry. Like, he could throw out the ball, have it sit on the back caster creeps, and at least threaten Dara that when he wants to come for the CS, that he's either taking a Q plus 2 autos. I just feel like every Oriana player is just a bit timid.
Well, it's a very defensively minded champion, right? Got the shields.
He's also a top laner, you know, might not be as fluent on a pick like Oriana than, say, a mid lane would be.
Very true. And, he does tend to pick very defensively minded champions in that regard. We saw the Poppy. He did make big plays, but he definitely plays a little bit more on the back, and the Grasp of the Undying, keeping him healthy.
He's
what is a minion, though.
He's doing is he's conserving his mana to make sure that he can trade successfully with that E. Always disengaging from Daria's AoE, and then trying to absorb at least 1 or 2 auto attacks with that shield, as opposed to expending any excess mana by throwing out his Q.
Yeah, and he keeps healthy he just keeps auto attacking whenever he gets it back up.
And I don't necessarily agree with it, but it has, oh, actually now it's evened up. I was gonna say, but he's
missing minion.
He created a lead initially for himself by having about 2 extra creeps, but now he has fallen behind 3 creeps.
Oop. Dodges most of the damage, but he's autoing quite a lot, and Dara's down to half health. The health relics are not gonna respawn for a little while still. The Summoners, too, let's talk about them because we haven't really got into it. It's the Barrier versus the Ignite, and of course both are rocking the Exhaust, but that's standard fare at this point.
My problem with taking Exhaust on picks like the Caitlyn and like the Varus, yes, they're great in a 1v1, but unless you're in a situation like this...
Oh, man, and he's going to be able to walk for the Health Relic and zone Dara away. That was a big power move.
Disaster. But my thing, again, on the Exhaust is Varus should really never be in a range of threat because he is such a long-range AD carry. To be able to use that Exhaust successfully, especially against a champion like Oriana, who doesn't have a gap closer onto you. It's not like she can zip to you. She has to walk up to you.
Yeah, speed boost can definitely help out. However, really being able to walk forward, Dara miscalculates and throws his Hail of Arrows backwards. Staying under tower, though, as he does not want to miss this minion wave. That would put him in really deep.
And we said that this probably wasn't going to be farmed out, but at the same time, you know, so much pressure and anticipation. Winner of this will go to the finals, and that chance to represent their region on the All-Star stage next week in Spain. So it does make sense that you're not going to risk it all on kind of a one all-in first blood scenario, that maybe you will just try to ban out the other farm-heavy champions and look for the safe win.
And that's a really big deal for Helior especially. This is a guy who was part of the LAS team in the previous International Wildcard All-Stars as he tanks a tower.
That's really punishing because he doesn't have any mana left. And again, all he's been using his mana on is to help him win out these trades by having that surplus health on the shield.
He's got 6 though.
He doesn't have any mana.
No mana to use it, unfortunately. And the Health Relic is clutch for Dara. Yeah, so the advantage is to keep trading. He's missing minions now. No.
He actually hasn't even taken a point in Q.
No. Well, that's the same that we've seen so far.
It's exactly the same that it was played in.
Yeah. And remember, we haven't seen either of these guys back. That's the critical thing. Even though Dara was forced incredibly low, he actually did not back away.
Well, we're also evened out again on CS as long as Dara can hit this one. There he goes. So again, back to 42 on 42. And the wave's in a relatively neutral position. Hellier really wants to start shoving it in and try to interrupt Dara's CSing with the tower shots.
Yeah, not been able to do it just yet. As he gets the shield on, again blocks a bit of the damage from the hail of arrows, but now it's starting to push Dara's way. Hellier takes his own health relic, and into the brush goes Dara to try and obscure himself a little bit more.
Now his melee minions are on the exact same target. Although, as I say that, one of them wanders off to the side. I'd be mad. Because, again, that would help your wave push forward.
Hellier's going to try to zone this. Oh, man, he's gone all in. Grasping Undying. There's no Ignite still, and he's still got both of his summoners available. Unfortunately, neither of them do damage. He's going to have to settle for the trade with Dara.
Yep.
Low on mana, both of them.
Finally getting more confident. The fact that he does have the summoner advantage, still has that barrier available, while Dara's Exhaust and Ignite are just about to tick over. So we'll see if Hellier times this correctly. Doesn't want to be on the field when both those kill summoners are up.
Yeah, this is really, really dangerous. He's very low health bars. He's still missing a couple of minions. Instead of last hit, he's been very actively trying to push this wave the entire time to force it under tower.
It just requires so much patience and diligence to just sit there and say, okay, I have to be all about the creeps. Because sometimes you just get bored.
There's the Ignite. There's the hail. There's the auto.
You're
Hellior.
done.
He's done so. What? The barrier. Oh, he jukes it, but not in time. And Dara takes the victory.
And unfortunately, he doesn't have the Q, so the only way he can hit the shockwave is by how he positions close to Varus. And again, Varus, one of the longest range AD carries, is never in that threat. So unfortunately,
yeah, that's something we haven't quite seen. We have seen Talia.
It's okay. I am a Lulu connoisseur.
Ah, excellent.
I am ready for this.
We brought the expert.
I am really curious about it.
There's a lot less unworked ground available, though, when you look at it, because it is just one map. And they're actually just going to start. Nice Thunderlords proc, and both champions are actually running the Thunderlords, but Plugo gets the jump.
But this is the thing. Even with the Thunderlords proc and pretty much hitting every single pebble of his Q, he was still almost close to a fair trade in Evi's favor.
Yeah, and he's the one who's rocking the Biscuit Mastery as well, so he'll have a little bit more regen for himself.
The one cool thing about Talia in this map is how quickly and efficiently she can get from spawn back into the battlefield simply by how she uses her passive against the wall. So that is something that's cool. I still think not a lot is going really for Talia on the 1v1s, but maybe Plugo just feels very comfortable. Again, this is a champion that fits in his wheelhouse back home, and he's immediately going for the back caster creeps.
Yeah. Nice start out here. Yeah, he weakens them up, softens them a little bit, and Evi's not going to have too many creeps to work with himself. Plugo looking for the Q onto the minions. A threaded volley nails them, and Evi dodges,
and
but he's starting to shove the wave.
Already see the type of work that he's doing. I bet Mithy's sitting backstage like, huh, took the caster creeps down to 20% HP. I wonder who revolutionized that idea. It was Mithy.
Yes. Glad we clarified that for those of you that may not know. Plugo trades once again evenly, though, because Evi, this time the Thunderlords goes in his favor.
And again, that's kind of the flexibility that we saw with, or what I was talking about with Lulu. Talia, she's got pretty much one binary playstyle. She's going to push this wave, and she's going to try to disrupt your farming by getting it under tower and make you compete with the tower shots. She can take pot shots at you underneath the tower once she has you shoved in, whereas Lulu kind of has the flexibility of, I'm going to try to absorb trades and trade back with you as well as push. But right now, Evi's just getting shoved in.
Yeah, not a huge minion advantage, though, for Plugo, so it's slim, but it could always mean the difference. And Plugo trying to get in position to maybe knock another threaded volley into Evi, but he seems to be saving his mana right now to probably try and push those minions. There we go. There's the Q. Just on the work ground, though, so it doesn't cost him much, doesn't dish much.
We'll see how he plays with his relic behind him. That was close.
Dodges the shove.
But actually very dangerous by the fact that Evi still had his cannon creep available.
Yeah, that could have been a really punishing move. And Plugo's actually tanking a lot from Evi, but Evi's fighting in the minions. And there is the health relic. Plugo is not afraid at all. Minion is going to absorb all of the threaded volley, so Evi's safe.
Already see, you know, the declawing that Riot has done to Talia, the fact that she's not able to push as strongly as she once did.
Yeah, it's like when I'm watching the Bob Ross stream. Ruined!
She's just a happy little rock.
She's a happy little rock?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Two
I
different
went
wavelengths.
Bob Ross, you went Twitch chat.
Well, that's the difference between the two of us, isn't it?
Great.
All right, back to this.
But check out the mana usage here from Plugo versus Evie. The fact that Plugo is having to use multiple abilities to just keep up with the pushing power of Lulu, again, is declawing him in these trades because he doesn't have as much of a resource bar to work with.
Not to mention Pix is helping
Oh,
out. Evie
that's
does get
important,
shoved,
though.
but not into tower
Juke
range.
back.
Ignite. This could be the end of it. Double ignite. Exhaust is spent, but no, it turns around, and it's gonna be Evie.
Don't go toe-to-toe with the purple.
Whew. It didn't just taste purple, it tasted spicy. What a match.
And that was not a happy little accident. That was calculated by Evie. Again, showcasing his ability from the top lane. This guy is known as the best top laner in Japan, and you can
Locks that champion, and Wara is going to be facing off against him on this Lucian. So this will be really curious. I think Lucian definitely has a bit more punishability. Been massive in this tournament right now, and like on all variety of champions. We've seen him pretty solid in Assassin mode. We've seen him great in the 5v5s, and now he's on Lucian, a champion that's, you know, in every AD carry's wheelhouse. May not have been meta for a little while, but Saros is going to have to watch his back, but he feels confident enough to take this Lulu, and they are not going to be meeting each other. Just some brush control for Wara.
makes sense. You don't want to risk your region's life simply by face checking level 1 into a bush, having things go sideways.
Yep. Oh, ooh,
Oh.
died the minion too.
Both
though.
of them.
They are playing very scared in this one. Come on. Let's see some action. Wara, I think the level 3 is really going to be super crucial for him, like you were saying, as he does get a few pot shots with the piercing light, but the Thunderlords is punishing him.
And taking targetable damage as opposed to trying to do with the Glitter Lance. You can see the players on the bottom of your screen. Japan looking a bit more cheerful, although Hellier's like kicked back like, yeah.
Yeah, he's finished. He's done as much as he possibly can. Saros.
He has to wait until the
There's
shield drops.
the Relentless Pursuit. He gets the exhaust. There's one following.
He's got 3
Biscuit
caster
being nommed.
creeps.
There are a lot of caster creeps there, that's for sure. And the ones for Saros were a little bit preoccupied. Oh, the barrier and the ignite. He's going to have to dash away. The minions were punishing him. And Saros comes out on top of that trade.
Oh no. Run. Yeah, he's just gonna have to go back. Very close right there. The issue was that War chose to fight Saros within, I think, 3 of Saros's
that was
caster
close.
creeps. And it was really the minion damage this low level that almost spelled disaster for Latin America South.
You can see him going for a much more sustained full build right now.
Well,
Saros
he
is already
has
back
to.
up
He
half
can't
health.
afford anything else.
No other money. I mean, this is awful back right now because you just do not want to leave that early on. Saros is going to be able to take a health relic if he wants it, or just save it. He denies the minions. He can freeze the wave. Oh, this is looking so good for the LJL.
He's just trying to hold it there as long as possible. The biggest thing that he missed out on, though, is always going to be that experience. It's not going to be as punishing across from a Lulu as, say, another champion, simply because her ultimate really doesn't do damage, but still not the greatest situation to be in.
Yeah, now he's going to equalize up to 3, but he's still a little bit behind the 8 ball, and he's trying to clear away these mini waves so he can get the fight on. Unfortunately, gets nailed by the Glitter Lance, and he dashes, but Saros is already getting healthier enough again. Piercing Light, double tap again. Saros is going to be the one forced back under tower now. He's got no more biscuits.
Now, what Warren needs to do is he needs to actually keep Saros in the lane as long as possible, or if Saros tries to make his back here.
He's using his Relentless Pursuit back, but Saros cancels his own. So he's gone for pushing the wave, and he forced Saros' attention. Who's still a little bit low, waiting for the cooldown on his E to go back in again.
It's because he's immediately shoving it in. So he was threatening Saros, even though he didn't hit him with anything to stop his back. He's threatening him by forcing the wave, and he doesn't want to fall too far behind in CS. He wants to make sure that he maintains that lead no matter however slim. And again, the reason why is that he has the initial back. The big thing, obviously, being the pot. So Saros is actually going to try to minimize the damage by attempting to back on the cannon creep, but War just showcasing how strong Lucian is at shoving that wave in with double tap.
Yeah, but Saros has just gone straight through the mini wave to dish a little bit of extra damage onto Wara, who's not able to all-in him now.
I'd be irritated as well. Let me back!
Gets a little cranky when he can't get backed off. So, still very close in the farm game right now as Saros has had the wave shoved into him. Wara stopping to back himself. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Got juked.
Missed all 3 of those creeps.
Yeah, that's a little unlucky.
Little unlucky.
Just a bit.
Can make or break his region.
Yeah. Wara is not missing any himself right now. They might miss that one in the back. Unfortunately, he does get hit by the Glitter Lance. And now level 5 versus level 5. That 6 could be a big difference for Wara. But Saros is not backed yet. And here we go. It's still level 5. He's going in. Dashes. Oh, he gets turned into a munchkin. Squirrel, I should say.
Key thing right now is to look at the summoner spells. The fact that Wara's barrier is just about to come up.
And if
Meanwhile,
he gets 6 here.
we're going to have the second rotation of Saros' spells.
Oh, he stops the back. And he's so low right now.
He's not under a ton of threat. Wara doesn't have much mana.
Yeah, and he
so
doesn't have 6 yet.
Even if he does get 6, I mean, it's hard because I can't click on his mana pool. He might not be able to cast it.
Yeah. He can keep Saros under pressure, though. And he's actually just tanking these minions right now.
Because he wants to interrupt Saros' back. He's threatening with the creeps. You know, if you back, you will lose this wave.
Yeah, play this as safely as possible. Remember, the whole tournament is on the line right now.
So there's
in the hands of these two players.
The level 6 advantage. And again, on pretty much any other champion, this is kind of your go-to to all in. But the fact that Wara has had complete control over the creep wave by always having more minions than Saros, he pretty much negated any experience disadvantage that he was at.
And a clutch grab of the health relic. Now Saros is still trying to back, but Wara just keeps doing this, and he's even able to interrupt it. Saros was going to move anyways, but he takes the damage.
And what initially looked like a poor back for Wara has now turned into his favor just because he was able to deny Saros. But he says, this is fine, I've got, you know, a 3 CS lead probably.
Whole another health relic too. Saros is just scraping by. Now, he has kept up in farm, and this time he's going to try to back. I'm curious to see if Wara just... No, he takes a tower shot off that too. He was trying to get an interrupt, and he does.
He's got the regen lead.
Oh, okay. Saros ults. He's going to try to scare him off, yeah. But now there's not available, so that's going to be the calling! Saros dodges and ducks and dives out of some of it. Wara has no more mana left, but now it's tower threat. Okay. Level advantage for Saros. He's got the mana pool to work with, too. Wara's got to get back to the safety of his minions.
So finally, the wave has been reset. It's been pretty much at Saros' front door for the last 4 waves.
Yeah. Mana pools are a thing. Wara takes a little bit more damage, and the health relic comes back up. The one on Wara's side is going to take a lot longer as he only just recently picked it up. Okay, piercing light and double auto, but he still gets nailed by at least a little bit of damage. Help picks. Thunderlord's proc. Oh, Wara's playing with fire here. He's got barrier.
Wara did manage to trade successfully on creeps, however. He's now going to be 2 above Saros, simply because Saros missed... Technically, he missed 3 creeps when he went to trade with Wara, but Wara also missed 1 when he was trying to get back to the wave.
Yep.
Missed another one there.
Wara is going to be able to back, and of course, Saros had already backed for the first time. This game gets a Seeker's Arm Guard, another Doran's Ring, and an Amped Tome, as well as some biscuits. We'll have to see what Wara is going to pick up as the mini wave comes crashing in. Saros nails 1. Should be able to clean this one up.
And still just a very slow-paced game. Now, both of them going defensive item tells me that they're looking for small skirmishes, but particularly over farm. They're not looking for all-in engagements unless it's gifted to them. It's about continually chipping away and using pressure advantages to, you know, get 1 CS, 2 CS. I think we're in this one for the long haul.
I think we are for sure. It's so close. 2 creeps separating the 2 players right now as Wara is going to be able to dash and get a little bit more damage. He gets turned into a squirrel, but he keeps on Saros. There's a big minion wave, however, and Thunderlords is going to deter him. Dashes. Oh, he wants to punish the health relic. He does get it, but he takes a lot of damage in return. Oh, it's tense. 1 trade going awry could mean the difference right now.
You're talking about the trades. I'm just looking at the creeps. I'm like, oh no, he missed another one.
Oh, yep, and he's tanking through everything right now.
He's got the cannon creep on him as well as the caster creep.
Yeah, but he dashes straight in. That's going to force the ultimate out of Saros, and that is a very, very useful summoner spell. His barrier saving his life.
Oh no.
As Saros now is on the chase, realizes there is no health left, and he whimsies forward, and he's able to steal away the health relic. Wara is forced back. 6 creep advantage, but that's not going to last long.
But there was no reason to take the trade like that. Wara, unfortunately, makes a mechanical error. He was standing right next to the brush. He took way too much minion damage. All he needed to do was step into the brush and drop sight, or choose not to fight right next to the cannon creep.
Yeah, and just like that, Saros is able to free back. It's 76 to 76 creeps. We're within 24.
You just have to think, you know, how draining it is to focus and to say, okay, I'm going to farm this one out to 100, then I'm going to look at the long-term game and try to stay focused on that, and how frustrating it is for a player. You know, they want to trade, they want to be aggressive.
Look at this from Saros. 5, count them, 5 biscuits.
We're not backing again.
No. Health Relic steals away. They want to stop any sustain possible, and Wara's trying his damnedest to freeze this one out. It's going to be difficult, though. He has 4 CS advantage, but the waves keep on coming. Forces a little damage from Seros, dashes forward, gets a piercing light. Double tap to finish the minions off. He gets a few more. Oh, this is coming right down to the wire. Right now, Wara has the advantage. Seros seems to have misplayed this one, but the Thunderlord's proc is there. There's a lot of minions, though, pushing forward. And Wara does a nice job to sidestep the Glitter Lance. He is within 12 minions. Seros gets the shield. Auto attack still flying. Double taps onto them.
Wara still afloat here.
No summoner spells for him, though. If
On
he gets
either
traded
side.
on either side, it could be deadly. If it really came down to kills after all that, that'd be insane.
It's the windows, though. Anytime... Oh.
There we go. Ooh, buddy.
Anytime Seros opens up with his Glitter Lance and he misses it, Wara has the confidence to go in to look for the CS and to look for an elongated trade. But the problem is that Wara did not come back with any pots. He's entirely reliant on his health relic as well as the regen pen, while Seros has now burned through all 5 of his pots.
Wara takes a lot of damage. He's going to go for
He's
the calling.
gonna-
Oh, he
no!
gets interrupted. No! Dashing, looking. He needs 3, but he can't get it. And that's it. Japan advance.
That is heartbreaking, but amazing from Seros.
Wow. 3 creeps to stay alive. And in the
Okay.
end, he gets the kill. GG, well played, Japan.
But look at this, methodical, synergized, well thought out. They all, 2 Lulus back to back. Japan clearly talking to each other, understanding, what do we weigh as the best 1v1 champion? What is the strategy going into this? Ban the Caitlyn, take away the Nasus, look for the Lulu, and just look late game for the CS. How frustrating
Late
that
game.
is.
That's a good
Late game for the CS. How frustrating that is for a player to just
Oh, yeah.
continuously be focused on that. But Seros just so methodical. He waits for the